John had a habit of extinguishing cigarette butts with his right hand, unexpectedly drawing Simon's attention. Normal people don't do this as usual. It's usually a habit of criminals. With his keen sense of smell, Simon immediately realized that this man was strongly connected to a family massacre case from 7 years ago. In fact, just as Simon suspected, John appeared to be an exceptionally capable police officer on the surface. But in reality, he was a rapist and murderer who had been hiding for many years. Time goes back to 7 years ago. A family massacre occurred in a small village, where a family of 5 was brutally killed. The girl was even violated and died of suffocation. The perpetrator was not only cruel, but also very clever. Almost no fingerprints could be extracted from the crime scene. The only oversight was a pendant on the girl's body. Someone had touched the pendant, and that person was John. After the incident, John developed the habit of crushing cigarette butts to destroy fingerprints. Over the past 7 years, 3 criminals had transformed into decent people. John became an auxiliary police officer, always risking his life to be at the forefront of cases, perhaps trying to atone for his sins by doing good deeds. Rick became a taxi driver to make a living. Jim became a fool due to an accident. The 3 of them picked up an abandoned girl, and Jim lived with her in a fishing ground. Although the past can be kept in the stomach, it cannot escape the destined ending. On this day, a new captain, Simon, was transferred to the police station. He had rich experience in handling cases, and was transferred from the village to become John's superior. One day, while on a mission, Simon just glanced at the taxi beside him, and his eyes instantly became sharp. John noticed the captain's unusual gaze, and immediately stopped the taxi. Simon was seen cocking his gun and quickly getting out of the car. His actions made John sense something unusual, and he hurriedly followed Simon out of the car. Simon then used his gun to intimidate the people in the car. John shouted to press down the person, and the driver was terrified. The person sitting in the passenger seat quietly reached into his bag, but Simon immediately stopped him, and told him to retract his hands and put them on his head. John rushed over to support Simon, and took the suspect's bag from the passenger seat. When he opened the bag, John was stunned on the spot. Inside, there was actually a hidden gun. This operation made John feel fear, because Simon's eyes were too sharp. But what was even more unexpected for him was yet to come.